very welcome along to Trader Chat. This is Johnny Ward and Ed Dark going through the weekend's action, mainly football, but also racing and other sports as well. But we got to start with the football, Ed. What a crazy, crazy weekend. If you thought the Liverpool Everton game was going to be the height of it, then we had that madness in the London Derby yesterday. And what sort of price, or did anyone even think of backing the draw when it was 3-0 to Spurs?
I mean, what a crazy game. I was watching it with another trader, and at 3-0 at half time, we kind of turned it off and put something else on. We just think that's crazy. And then we got a text saying all of a sudden it's 3-2. We turned it back on. Incredible scenes. I think it touched about 66-1 the draw at 3-0. We laid 60-1 in the office. For small money, you don't really need much on at 60-1, do you? So incredible, and Spurs were 1-100. So it's incredible scenes, really.
How was the weekend? Because, you know, some obviously of the short price favourites beaten, including Liverpool, who've now gone out, I believe, to 5-2 to win the Premier League on the back of the Van Dijk news.
Yeah, we originally went 9-4, and then we're out to 5-2 now when we heard the Van Dijk breaking news with his bad knee injury. Tottenham are still they shortened to 10-1 at half time. They're back out to 12s now. But interestingly, they're third in the betting. They're for the outrights. They're a bigger price than Chelsea for the top four, which is a bit odd. But that's the latest news on the outrights, really. And
how was the football over the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, the Spurs game obviously being the highlight, really. 8 matches, 5 draws, I think it was. So draws always good for a bookmaker, Johnny. So that was pleasing.
Nobody backs the draw except that guy at 60-1.
Apart from the 60-1 draw, yeah, very, very rare. I think everyone wants to either back their own team or they just want to see a winner, don't they? I think so. And all the odds on shots bar City didn't win. So Liverpool odds on, Tottenham odds on, Leicester odds on. So all the odds on shots got turned over bar City, and they weren't particularly impressive 1-0 either, were they? So I suppose we can't have them all, Johnny. We have 5 draws, can't have 6. Too greedy.
Yeah, well, it's just who's going to win the league now is the question, and is it more open than maybe people thought? But the Champions Day, obviously, a somewhat flat conclusion, I think, to the British flat season in terms of the Ascot results anyway, and maybe just the races themselves. But this must have been another great day for the firm.
It is, whether the fact there's no atmosphere there with no crowds or not any other reasons, it just felt really quiet, didn't it? Just watching it. The ground probably didn't play its part as well, being quite heavy in places, and all the on paper the hot pots got turned over. So it could have been busier, but obviously the results went our way. So you know, can't moan too much, Johnny.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of the punters who got involved will be welcoming the return of the flat in Cheltenham now this weekend.
Yeah, ended a flat and then back Cheltenham Friday, Saturday. So always sort of this time of year is a big turnover, isn't there? Still got some good flat action. You've got the what used to be the Racing Post Trophy at Doncaster on Saturday, and also got a couple of group races at Newbury. So flat's not completely finished, but I think most eyes are now turning to the jumps.
Yeah, and just going back to football, Champions League is back upon us, and I imagine obviously Liverpool's problems are going to have repercussions in their outright market as well. But what are we looking at this week?
Yeah, like you said, Champions League's back. We've got all the usual markets, outrights, group winners, individual match betting. So all pretty good there, really. If there's any special bets or any requested bets, please come on via Trader Chat on the website or app, and we're trying to accommodate everyone.
And how has the Star Sports Greyhound Derby been for the firm?
Yeah, we're on to the semi-final stage now. It still looks wide open, doesn't it? Obviously, you've got Jack Buckley's top of the market with his 2 dogs, and still a few English dogs in there as well now. So fingers crossed, it should be a good semi-final on Saturday and a final in a week's time.
And just over the weekend as well, there were a couple of golf tournaments that went well, I believe.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. You had the CJ Cup in America. Jason Colcat won that. He was a relative outsider, really. So that was a good result for us. And then there's a European Open up in Scotland. Matt Wallace was our big bogey there. So he wasn't had a particularly great last round. So that was a good result for us.
Trying times for punters, but not for Star Sports. Thanks a million, Ed.
No worries. Take care.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.